Hi, Boyden. No, you can't have my M&Ms. I'm not gonna lie, I have written out this entire script. My dog is next to me, so if you hear any fuss, that's her. I have an issue. Well, I have multiple, but that's not really the point right now. This has been one of my main struggles for a really long time, and I thought I'd talk about it to see if anyone feels the same way. It feels like I'm chasing something that's just out of reach, a genuine, lasting interest, something that clicks deep enough to stay. I feel like even when I find things interesting or when things catch my eye and things that I'd normally love, there's something like a wall between me and it that is stopping me from being able to fully immerse myself in the things that I would normally find really interesting. Seriously, Puddin', could you lick your bits any louder? I want to feel a connection, to be fixated on something that I like in a good way, and to be able to lose myself in a topic or in a show or a movie or something that I genuinely enjoy. I struggle to find a creative process that works for me, and when I do find something that I like or something that I can do over and over and over again, the spark dies too quickly and something breaks it before it can grow. For me, there's also a frustrating cycle of hope and disappointment, especially when it comes to making original characters. I keep creating things, trying to get closer to the perfect representation of what I see in my head and what I want to feel in my chest when I make a character. I want to be able to enjoy them and watch them grow with me through the time that I improve. Maybe I'm just really picky, and maybe it's just that nothing really feels true enough for me to make into a character. The few times that I've tried basing stories of characters around myself, I've ended up leading them too far or adding too much to a character, which is very much possible, and really a pain in the ass. It's not that I don't care. If anything, I care too much. It's just very rare for me to find a feeling of yes, this is what I want. This is what I need in what I'm doing, which ends up in a constant loop of starting over and trying again and hoping that the next version of whatever I make or I'm trying to make will be the one that sticks. And maybe it makes it all harder, and maybe that's half the reason that I don't enjoy things as much. In fact, maybe what makes it all harder is that I do enjoy things, just not in the way that I want to enjoy them. I like the idea of things, the aesthetic of it, or the potential of where it could go, but it doesn't settle into my life long enough to take root. It makes everything feel a little bit unstable, like I'm constantly searching for one thing that'll finally feel like home, creatively or just pure interest wise. I personally have a really toxic relationship with my interests. I feel like when someone else likes something that I also like, it ends up as a challenge and that I need to know more about it, or if I don't know as much, that I need to stop liking it altogether. I see my friends hyperfixating on games or on shows and enjoying things for long periods of time. One of my friends has been playing Dead by Daylight for so long, and I yearn for a passion just nearly as close to that. At the time of recording this, they have almost 2,800 hours in Dead by Daylight. Nothing against them. I just really wish that I could have a passion that lasts that long for something that I'm interested in that doesn't make me feel like I'm just copying another person. Sometimes it feels like I'm constantly reaching for something just beyond my grasp. I get these flickers of interest, these moments where something feels right, and I think maybe this is it, but it never lasts. It's like I'm wired to lose interest before I've had a chance to build any real attachment to the thing. Even when I want to dive deeper, when I want to fall in love with a topic or a world or a character, I just can't seem to hold on to that feeling long enough. Something always interrupts it. Sometimes it's external, like life piling on distractions or stress. Other times it's internal, like my own mind turns on me and decides, nope, we're done with this now, and I don't know why. It creates a frustrating kind of emptiness. I want to care about something. I want to be passionate. I want to build or create or learn and actually feel connected to it, to be proud of it. But instead, I cycle through interests like their phases, short-lived and fragile. When I look back and wonder if I ever really enjoyed them in the first place, or if I just liked the idea of enjoying them, I'm confused as to which one I should think about more. It makes me question if there's something wrong with the way I connect to things all the time. This shows up a lot in my OCs, and I talked about this earlier, but I want to talk about it again. I keep making them, designing them, rewriting their stories, hoping this time it'll feel right. They're a part of me. They always are. They are with any creator. Someone's OC will always have something to do with the creator. And I think that's one of my main issues. But I'm so picky, so fixated on perfection or on the right vibe, that nothing ever really satisfies me. It's like I'm trying to create something that captures a feeling I can't even describe, and of course, nothing lives up to that, so I scrap it, and I start over and over and over again. Like I'm stuck in a loop where I'm almost there every time, but never quite at that line. And deep down, I think what I want to feel more than anything is something strong and consistent. To be able to say, this is mine, this matters to me, I love this. To be able to improve and change things without having to completely restart every time. But I don't know how to get there. And I also don't know if I even can. And it's scary, because what if I never find that thing? What if I spend my entire life chasing it and never catch it? That's the part that hurts the most, the not knowing, the constant hope followed by the inevitable letdown. But even still, I keep trying, because maybe one day something will finally stick. This may be a weird topic to bring up in this video, but I want to talk about 2020. For people who were like me, that sentence in itself is pretty scary. I don't miss 2020. I don't think anyone does. But I miss how I felt in 2020. I miss being able to enjoy things and have them be a part of my entire personality for months, if not years on end. I miss how I was with my friends, the character that I had at the time that's gone through countless redesigns and has had multiple different owners since me. It went from me to my friend and then back to me in hopes that maybe I'd get that bond back with him, and I never did. I miss being able to sit and watch countless video essays on my favorite interests and things that I really liked so that I could study up on them and use them as school projects. I miss feeling normal in my interests. I miss being able to obsess over things and people think I'm weird and me really not care about it. I miss everything. Everything I used to feel and everything I used to be and the people that I surrounded myself with. Even if I'm technically on bad terms with some of them now, I miss the memories that we used to make and the way that we really didn't care as long as we were being ourselves. There's a stigma now about being who you are, and everyone is so judgmental. I mean, like, I don't think there is anything that someone could do that wouldn't get judged. People can't dress the way they want to dress because they're terrified of getting jumped or being barked at in public by random kids. Really, I don't know what's happened. I miss when the unpopular kids would be able to run around with the popular kids because there wasn't popular and unpopular, it was just people with different interests. There were the sports kids and the video game kids and the kids who'd sit in the library and read or talk to the teachers. Why can't that be normal anymore? Maybe through my art journey, I can express who I am deep inside and forget about the whole stigma around being weird. No one's weird. Well, more the point, everyone's weird, and that shouldn't matter. As a queer and neurodivergent content creator, I know firsthand that I'm gonna get judged. No matter what I do, no matter what I say and what I make, I'm gonna get judged. But that's okay. And as many times as I say that, will really not help me in feeling it. I'm gonna try my best with this account and with my art, and hopefully through this journey you guys can join me while I learn to be better. Thank you so much for listening to my rambles, and I apologize for yet another long-winded video. Subscribe if you'd like, and I will see you all next time. Bye!